So as many of you may know, the bird flu has been going around. If you have a backyard flock of any kind, as long as you're not cramming them in a barn under extreme conditions, keeping them packed tightly together with little ventilation, you're probably going to be fine with this avian bird flu going around. I'm just hoping here that the avian bird flu doesn't somehow cancel our order of chicks, which we are scheduled to pick up here in less than a few weeks here, that we ordered back in March. It's 6 Orpington chicks. We really wanted to get some newer chickens so we can have some younger laying hens this fall, so we can get some more eggs. I hope the hatchery doesn't have to shut down. It's through Hoover's Hatchery in Iowa, but we ordered them through Blaine's Farm and Fleet's website. In other news, you may have seen the chickens are on grass, at least during the daytime. I want to get them out of their chicken tractor. They've been fed up with staying inside, but it's been so cold lately. The ground's been frozen, and then it's been wet and snowy. When I said it was muddy, I wasn't kidding. And it's been hard to get them out on grass, but today I did put them on grass. They've been on it for a few days. Towards the end of March, they were also on it. Also, I've been tapping my maple trees. I ended up accidentally burning a batch of maple syrup. Always check your syrup while you're cooking it, and it gets towards the end. You need to keep a close eye on that stuff, because it doesn't take long until it's burnt and ruined. But anyways, we're almost done collecting sap for the season. Maybe a few days left here, but I'm gonna have about 10 gallons to boil down, maybe a little bit more. As I can see, these jugs here, this one needs collected. So here's a full jug of sap. That tap is dripping pretty good. And looks like this jug is nearly full as well. It is full. All right, that's my collection so far. I've got 10 gallon jugs, containers. They're not all 100% full because I collected some before we left for a day and didn't want them to overflow. But anyways, I've got more to collect. I'll collect that, and we'll see how much we have. So I got this full gallon from out there. As you may have seen, I poured some I had 2 jugs on that tree. I poured one that was about half full into this one. Then I've got this little over a half a gallon in this tree right here. So in total, about 12 gallons of sap collected. I got what's here, and then there's still a little bit more in some jugs by some trees. So I might collect a little bit more here, but really it's just gonna be trying to keep this stuff cool until my pan arrives. It's gonna ship this week, so I just hope I can get here in time to boil this down into some nice syrup. If you have any tips below maple syrup making, please let me know down in the comments. I've only made it once before this year, and I did get some, but it wasn't a ton. Maple syrup making does take a lot of sap to make just a little bit of syrup, so obviously I'm not going to get a huge haul of syrup, but I think I am going to get more than I did get a few years ago, if I can get this all boiled down before it spoils. So I'm maybe gonna bring some coolers out here, put some ice in them, and then this is on the north side of the house, so it stays pretty cool throughout the day, even if it gets a little warmer, because it's in the shade most of the day. So that will help, but I'm gonna probably put them in some coolers, put some ice in the coolers just to keep them cooler. Pretty soon here I will be starting the seeds for my garden, some flower seeds, some pepper seeds, some tomato seeds. So I'll be getting that ready. So hopefully we can plant that out in the vegetable garden in May. And so trying to plant some pea seeds soon. So it is really muddy, so that may be tricky to get them to germinate, but we're gonna try it because the earlier you plant your peas, better crop you're gonna get, because once it gets to June, those plants just get scorched. I've also got a few plants already up underneath my grow light. I've got some oregano plants and a single lettuce plant. I had tried to plant lettuce in a container with the oregano, but it turned out the lettuce didn't come up except for that one plant. So it grew, I planted some oregano, and that's what I've got now, some oregano and one leaf lettuce plant. One thing I forgot to put in the first part of filming, my banana trees are doing great. Another pup came up in the original plant's pot, and this is right after, just a few weeks after I put the newest pup in its own pot. So I'm gonna have to take that out again in a few weeks and separate the pup. And then I'm gonna have 5 separate banana plants, which is crazy. In fact, just around 3 years ago, right now was when I got my original banana plant. And now it's multiplied and I'm up to 5 plants.